Hello, friends. Welcome to the stream. I am here. I am live, and we're going to be playing some Cook Serve Forever. It's finally out. I hope you're excited. I'm pretty excited. I'm interested to see where they go with this. Apparently, the Steam reviews are pretty bad. This game is getting panned by a lot of people. I think the universal consensus is that this is not really a CSD sequel. Hey, Volitov. Like, the gameplay style isn't as frenetic, isn't as fast-paced, and it sounds like, at the moment at least, isn't as varied as you get in Cook Serve Delicious. And they're focusing more on story, more on characters. So there's a lot of, like, cutscenes, voice acting, character progression, which sounds really cool. Thank you. But maybe the gameplay is different or not what people were expecting, coming from a lot of hours in Cook Serve Delicious. Music's good. They're starting off right, though. So I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. But if what they're saying is true about the gameplay, then, you know, maybe we don't come back to it till it's a little bit more fleshed out, till some more updates have happened in early access. But at the very least, I'm excited to give it a couple of hours and see what the game is like and play a bit. And, you know, worst case, we just go back to Cook Serve Delicious 3. It's not like I was done with that game. Plenty of more stuff to do. Like, I could be grinding for golds if I really wanted. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what's up with Cook Serve Forever, and we'll see where it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Helianthus, please put your hands together for your culinary queen, Chef Rhubarb.
Hello, Helianthus. What a delight for you.
Oh, there's no subtitles.
Tonight, I will be making uovo al tartufo, a delectable egg yolk ravioli with buttercream and truffles. Whoa. And as always, in this recipe,
The Crocs, though.
be no less than the best.
Uh-oh. Mom's mad. Mom's not mad.
How's my birthday girl?
Birthday girl.
You're home! I've got a surprise for you. Remember how I said we couldn't do normal presents this year?
Yeah? Why?
I was thinking that instead, we could have your favorite for dinner.
Your Ribolita?
Yes, except this time it's going to be your Ribolita. Happy birthday.
What is it?
Nothing yet, but this will be your very own recipe book. I'm going to teach you how to cook, and we're going to start with your favorite. Come on.
That's fair. I mean, the kid is super excited about cooking shows, right? Watching Chef Rhubarb with
Okay,
stars in
your
her
very
eyes.
first Ribolita. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great. Let's start with the easy stuff.
Press the button shown one time. Press both buttons at the same time. Any ingredient button one time. Press the previous button one time. And then whatever I want, it could be the same one, left again, and then whatever I just pressed. Press button multiple times. Press button a hidden number of times? Okay, I see what people are saying. This isn't like the, you know, typing out Medivic or whatever. Any button some number of times. But I don't know how many times until I've done it. Press and hold the button for a short time. Hold for a longer time.
So
Oh, there's a lot of different, like... Okay, there's a lot of variations on the inputs, though. Like, this good tutorial goes hard immediately, right? Try all of the holding buttons out now. Get a feel for the rhythm of the buttons.
Be no less than the best.
Do not press this button. Okay, so each of the different ingredients that goes into it has its own recipe card that deals with specific, whatever, variations on these kinds of inputs, right? So any button that's not down now, not up, not, okay. The not tag only refers to the button pressed. You should still complete the action button as shown. So that button, but not down. Still 3 holds. And don't press whatever you pressed previously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a lot more controller friendly, honestly. Like, I think that's potentially a good call if he's focusing more on console. But, like, it's very, very different from previous CSD games. Oh, I didn't hold it for long enough. I tapped. Not previous. Okay, so does that mean not right? Or does that mean not whatever I pressed? It means not whatever I pressed, as opposed to not whatever is listed. Oh, man. The instructions are on the buttons rather than separate. Yeah, there's like the separate visual, yeah. So if I press left here instead of right, I can't press left for this not previous. But I can press right, that's safe. Anything that's not whatever I just pressed, and then whatever I just pressed. Okay, yeah. Anything, and then the same thing. And then I think with the any, once it's locked in, you have to be consistent about it.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
This is very cute, though. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is going to be any easier long-term than CSD. But it's, like, concentrated in a way that CSD isn't. Right? The difficulty is in a different place. Grats on beating the game. Thank you. Like how the tutorial is before the title drop. Is it still the same world? That's a really good question. I suppose, like, as time goes on and we find out more about the world they're in, we'll find out. 10 years later. Same room. Yeah, the art is really cute. So now she's what, 22, 23, something like that? Welcome to Moraine. While Nori's hometown has seen better days, there's still fun to be had cooking in her food cart around this cozy city. Select Moraine Lookout to head to the markets and begin your first shift of the day. Okay.
Norikaga! I was wondering when I'd see you today.
Hola, Romero. How's it going?
Slow as usual. You?
Yeah, same.
I mean, we have the chili bowl art in the background, so
What will it be today?
at least some things are the same. Oh, I have to choose what I'm cooking. I can't continue until I've chosen. Should I choose things that were terrible in the old game? Primarily things that were terrible. I'm gonna go all breads all the time. Alright, I can make banh mi happen. Oh, banh mi is happening. Okay, good.
Just these. Gracias, Romero.
Sure thing. Have a good day.
All right, Moraine. I hope you're hungry.
Ah, okay. So she's got her own... That is a fascinating food truck. Food cart, I guess, right? Solar-powered motorcycle food cart. You'll be serving out orders from your food cart to hungry customers and delivery robots. Delivery robots? Oh, to deliver to other people. Presumably the delivery robots are not ordering food for themselves. Be sure to keep an eye on the order timer. You can add time to it by prepping ingredients. If you run out of time, the day will immediately end. Wow. Okay. Perks. Customize your day with perks. Before each shift, you get to pick one of 3 gameplay affecting perks. The more challenging the perk, the more XP tokens you'll earn. The end of a successful day to level up a location. Level up a location. Okay. Well, I mean, these are both XP 0, so I'll grab the one that's XP 1. And immediately into it. Alright, with these many Ennies, I can just keep pressing the same button. And that's pretty straightforward. I screwed it up.
Hunger cured.
Good job, Noreen. Oh, crap. So it really incentivizes you to find a button and stick with that button the entire time because of the way previous works. Why is the fruit crying? Hell of a question. Oh, I can add more perks. Downgrade all ingredients to their base difficulty. Receive only 2 orders for the next shift. Start the order timer at delicious for the next shift. Upgrade 3 ingredients. I mean... Once again, 001, I know what I'm picking. Yeah, we're just straight into it here. Also, this is a delivery robot? This rabbit woman? That's incredible. I want one. But yeah, it's incentivizing you, like... You know, if something is like any previous, it's kind of, you just kind of mash on the same key until it works. Right? Like, I mean, I'm assuming it'll get a lot harder than it is right now. But for the most part, I'm mashing the same key if I can. Damn it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And then each ingredient tends to have a certain pattern for it. Yeah, bread is always down, up, any with that hold. Raw chicken, yeah, there's the bread. Yep. There's the bread again. Okay.
Holidays.
Okay. Bawkward? Oh, that's funny. Craving sprouts now? This game will do that to you. Too hard, wah. Downgrade all ingredients to their base difficulty. Nope. Let's go to max. I want that extra XP. Oh, and then the stars kind of give you an indication of how much this ingredient has been upgraded. So how hard it's going to be
Can't stop,
compared to
won't
like the
stop.
base difficulty. Neat. Good. Order complete. Only good? Ah. Oh no. I keep getting messed up on the holds because I don't hold it for long enough. Yep, again. All these, like, the 1 stars, which is literally just mash any button as many times as you can. Or as many times as you want to. Yes, yes. the DDR comparison has in fact been made. Successfully complete days at a location to earn XP tokens to increase its level up to 20. Higher level locations offer bigger challenges, such as higher quality ingredients and more challenging perks to choose from. Okay. Okay. So, the more optional challenges I take, the more challenging the game gets, or the faster the game ramps up. I'm on board. Yeah, there is a bit of a Persona vibe to the art style. I hadn't thought about that. Perk bonus, shift bonus, secret bonus? Alright, did I not take a bunch of
This
bonuses?
recipe is incredibly complex, so naturally it's nothing I can't handle.
I wish there were more spots to cook in Moraine.
You could try Main Street next time.
Brie.
Nobody works there anymore. I think the last business closed last month.
If you change your mind, I'll join you with my guitar. Maybe we can coax a few people out of hiding.
That would be wonderful.
Oh, they're cute. All right, with the CSF tiling in the background, it gives me like a mid-90s Trapper Keeper kind of vibe. Or yeah, 90s Taco Bell style, sure. Till Lane. The nearby street market is as good a place as any to spend a day, even if I'm the only vendor there these days. Hey, cornered the market. So this is level 2 now, and this is still level 0. But okay, I'll try the new location. I don't know what's going to be different about it.
Buenos dias, Romero. What's with all the fans?
My air conditioner broke. I had someone look at it yesterday, but it's beyond repair.
Oh no, are you getting a new one?
We'll see. Nobody in Moraine sells them anymore.
But he sells
I've
air
gone some places
conditioners?
in Helianthus, but they're so expensive there.
Alright, and now I can pick another set of 6 dishes, whatever 6 dishes I want, and each dish will have its own set of ingredients. So, like, I'll have specific kinds of recipe cards going into it. But I don't have a sense of, like, what any... This is probably part of what people were complaining, is I don't immediately have a sense of what it takes to make this dish, and what differentiates one dish from another. Because just at the surface of it, the feel is pretty much the same. And then it's hard to just tell from the ingredients themselves what's going into a dish and what's making a dish different. Korean corn dog? Korean corn dog. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll try it. You grab all the stuff I didn't grab last time. Elephant ear? The hell is that?
Stay cool in here.
And you out there. Adios.
Is there a super trendy thing now? I've definitely never heard of that. Oh, I got a 2! Alright, I'm gonna take the 2. I needed to hold.
I'm making myself hungry. Oof.
A lot of holds for the gravy, sure. I wonder if this would be easier if I wasn't using arrow keys.
So good.
Too hard. Wah. Coach mentioned elephant ears in Left 4 Dead 2. I've never heard of it before. More upgrades. Ah, it was a hold. Oh my god. Figuring out where the holds are is definitely going to be the biggest thing for me. That's a hold. Alright, alright. Any. I think I can handle that ingredient. Watch me still make a mistake on any.
I've got this.
Some kind of sweet fried dough, maybe. Don't think you'd be feel comfortable committing to forever. Well, the not tag appears more often. Wow. All right, yeah. Just mess me up.
She shoots, she scores.
Oh, no! It wasn't a knot!
Delicious.
Mustard and ketchup are backwards from each other. Not up. Okay. I got 2 achievements in a row. I got Best Birthday Ever and Such a Grind. Apparently Best Birthday Ever is... I probably should have gotten from the beginning, but okay. And then Such a Grind is another shift complete in Moraine. I played the game. I did a gameplay. Two XP tokens, 1 XP tokens to go. Before what? What happens?
On sale now.
The not any?
For centuries, the Couteau d'Or has chronicled the greatest chefs in one prestigious guide. To this day, it is still the most difficult guide in which to be rated, even on the lowest end of the scale. Now, the once-in-a-decade event is returning. Do you have what it takes to earn a star? Do you dream of earning 2?
Those burger
Might you join
slippers,
me in
though.
history by earning a 3rd? There's only one way to find out. The Couteau d'Or. Become great.
Nori!
Oh, what?
Is that crack getting bigger?
Huh?
The one on the ceiling.
Oh, that one?
No, the one next to it, the big one. Does it look bigger?
back down to earth. I don't know what the difference between the locations were. Was there a difference between the location? I was just picking... Were there different foods that I could pick up in different locations? It looked mostly the same. Maybe that's a thing that will come with early access, is more differentiation. But like, with only these two and not a lot of incentive to pick one over the other, I guess I'll just keep working on one of them and it doesn't matter which one.
Romero! Did you catch the Côte d'Or commercial last night?
That's in Helianthus, right?
Helianthus.
Going to enter?
I'd love to, but I have no experience with the fancy dishes they'd expect of me. It's hard enough to find the ingredients as it is.
Oh, if only you'd been born 20 years earlier. Moraine had everything back then.
And now Moraine has nothing. Tea sandwiches. We get it, game. Right? Moraine is a pile, it turns out. Nobody wants to be here. All the shops are closing. Everybody's leaving. Going to Helianthus, where everything is expensive. So maybe not that much better. It seems like... I don't know if location gives me different sets of foods I can pick from, maybe? It said something about secret XP. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's location specific also.
Adios, Nori.
Upgrade 3 random ingredients. Here we go. Alright, so whatever that dish is, jollof rice, is a lot of mashing the same key. This has bread on it, yep. I'm starting to remember how given ingredients work.
So good.
Upgrade a random to max? Yeah, sure. Let's max an ingredient. I remember those sound effects.
Perfect.
I'm kind of treating previous and any as if they are the same thing. Ah! How did I screw that one up?
She shoots.
I started
she
doing
scores.
patterns. How do I feel about not having Vavocado? A little bummed. No pain, no grain. Wow.
I'm on a roll.
Broccoli is mash. Twosies. We'll max something else, sure. But then I have to see that ingredient in order for it to matter. Whoops. That one ingredient is kind of a pain. Pickles, was it? Pickles is kind of a pain. Wow. Okay. Anyone want anything from the kitchen? Yeah, bring me some, God, bring me some poutine if you have any. This game definitely makes people hungry. That is not news. So we're now at level 4. And I'm not seeing... it's weird that I'm not seeing anything in perk bonus, shift bonus, or secret bonus. But maybe it counted down from there. So it came in with some numbers and then counted down to 0 as it was adding it to my level. But I'd like to see totals at the end of the day. It's a little sad that I'm not getting to see those.
Be careful not to get beet juice on that beautiful white dress. Someone get her another apron.
Yep, that crack is definitely getting bigger.
You think?
Yeah, I'll call the landlord tomorrow.
Hey, I forgot to ask.
This is a
How
pile.
was busking today?
Oh, it went well. A man tipped me with a cookie, so that was nice.
Still got it? Maybe we could plug the crack with it.
So everybody's gonna have food names, right? We've got Brie, Nori, Chef Rhubarb. What was the convenience store owner's name? You have red seedless grapes? That sounds delicious. Peanut butter and jelly fries? What the hell? Color me curious.
Morning, Romero.
Romero.
Nori, come look
Romero.
at this.
That's his
I
name.
found some Romanesco broccoli.
Really? That's in one of my mom's recipes. Oh, it's beautiful. How'd you manage to get it?
Don't ask, just take it. Ah, your mom, rest her soul, would have wanted you to use it. Go, make something new, huh?
Make something new, like donuts with the broccoli. So this list appears to be randomly populated. Eggs Benedict. Grilled cheese, tea sandwiches, more bread. Do I want more breads? Always with the breads. Hot dog is going to have ketchup and mustard. It's going to have pickles. I don't want pickles. Get out of here, pickles.
Thank you so much for the Romanesco broccoli.
Kind of mellow now. That's
Hey,
rad.
don't let it go to waste.
All right, I picked up a unique ingredient. Backseat cooking. Oh, the not tag is pretty terrible, actually. But it is 2 XP tokens, so I'll take it. Not previous. Wow.
She shoots, she scores.
Not previous. How terrible.
So good.
Presa.
Woohoo!
Well, the music is still what I was expecting from CSD, so I'm happy about that.
Oh man, that was so good.
Caprese Eggs Benny does look good, doesn't it? Muffin Club. Not previous. What a cursed ingredient.
Delicious.
Like, I could definitely see getting to the point where you know what the ingredient cards are like for a given food and being able to, like, kind of go through it really quickly, which is exciting. Like, I like the idea of getting good enough at, you know, donuts or whatever, that, like, the moment a donut shows up, I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, okay, I'm gonna hit left 6 times, and then hold up, and then left, up, and then that's gonna be, like, the entirety of the donut. But it'll be a while before I get there. When you do not previous, can you use the symbol in the previous symbol when it's not? Yes. As long as it's not what you pressed, it doesn't matter what it shows. Yeah, it shows the tokens here, and then it counts down as it adds them to your level. And then I have no idea what's happening here. This says 1 XP tokens, but I got 2 XP levels. 3 XP tokens to go? Like, I'm not sure what's happening down here. Like, this doesn't mean anything to me yet. What's the question mark mean under a symbol? I have to push it some number of times, and it's not telling me how many number of times I need to push it. So it's like a 4, except I don't know it's a 4, so it's a question mark. If it's the last ingredient, I can just mash it out. But if it's a middle ingredient, like, I gotta be careful not to press too many times, or else it could clash with whatever the next thing is. Is it the same every time for that ingredient? I have no idea. Maybe? Uh-oh.
Hey, how was your day?
It was good. Somehow Romero found Romanesco broccoli and just...
Bree's hiding something.
Wait, is something going on? You seem off.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I called the landlord today about the crack. The good news is we won't have to deal with it anymore.
Oh, you're getting
Because of
evicted.
The bad news, which is the building is being condemned.
Whoa.
Oh. I'm sorry, Nori. I know this place meant a lot to you. It's going to be okay. I did some digging, and I found us a place around the corner. It's not much, but it'll do. Are you okay?
Let's get packing.
That sounds like a no. Sounds like a no, and I'm not dealing with it. Okay, so I see that there's the story focus here. Like, the cooking is cool, but this game is clearly gonna be about the story more than anything else.
Nearly done.
The recipe book. Hot doggies. Nori's weenies. This game is really cute. Really cute.
Bree! Bree! Bree!
What?
Cancel the new lease. We're not moving there.
What are you talking about?
I have a better idea.
Don't forget where you came from. You came from the stars. You came from the light, from the dark. Something from afar. It could be
This is rad, honestly? Like, I'm really happy with what they're doing here. The mechanics haven't quite clicked for me yet, but I'm super happy about the story stuff they're doing. Like, this is really good. I do agree, though, this is not CSD4. It's a little bit of a different twist on it. Which I think is a lot of what people were mad about in the Steam reviews. Welcome to Helianthus. Powered by green energy and boasting a thriving multicultural population, this dazzling city stands as a beacon of hope to the world. Explore and master dozens of unique locations on your way to culinary greatness. Oh, so all the previous locations didn't matter? Yeah, all the previous locations are gone. So we're effectively starting over on location difficulty here. Wish packing up and moving to a new city was an easy decision like that. I mean, yeah, I think it's a little easier when you are being forcibly removed from your current residence, but there's definitely a lot more logistics involved than just moving next door. Maybe we'll find out what levels and locations actually mean now. Maybe. Some stuff is locked, so maybe that's dependent on previous level? I don't know.
What do you think? I know it's not your home.
It can be our home.
Aww.
I can't believe we're actually here. I'm actually going to the Couteau d'Or this summer.
I was thinking about that. You're going to be trying a lot of new things, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. Is there room in your food cart for me to help?
Are you kidding me? I'd love that.
Really?
Yes!
I'm surprised it's taken them that long for Brie to ask.
Even the markets here are nicer than in Moraine.
There's no one here. Oh, do you think they'll care if I steal an apple?
Probably.
Yes.
Well, too bad.
Oi, did you just steal that apple?
I told you.
Do you know what we do to people like you? Nothing. It's just an apple. They're good, hey?
I told you.
I don't think we've met before. Name's Baz.
Hi, Baz. I'm Nori, and this is Bree.
Well, we don't do
Baz
that,
like
so
Basil?
Just take what you want and I'll start a tab. Then whichever one of you is better with money,
Me.
well, we can settle up later. Apple?
No, thanks.
Probably Baz like Basil. Alright, this is still mostly the same dishes here. I have to imagine that this stuff is gonna change. That there's gonna be like location-specific foods or something. Because this feels meaningless right now. It's not as easy. Jim the Pressure Cooked. What's up? Can't find a name. Right now I don't have a sense of what makes a given dish unique from other dishes. It's really hard to piece together the various ingredients, right? Compared to Cook Serve Delicious, where, you know, you look at a dish and it's really obvious what makes that dish unique because, like, there's practice mode, there's, like, a lot of focus on the ingredients as you're adding them to the dish, and in this, it's really easy to just focus on the instructions and not even realizing what ingredients you're adding or even what dish you're working on. Like, it kind of doesn't matter as much. So I'm not getting a sense of the uniqueness of each dish. It's a lot harder for me to get to say, like, oh, this dish has this kinds of mechanics and this other dish has these kinds of mechanics. So, like, I want to pick this dish over this other dish. Like, I just have no idea still. The only thing I've seen so far is pickles are annoying. That's really the only information I have. So maybe I want to avoid dishes with pickles? Poutine doesn't have pickles. Poutine has fries. Go for banh mi again and the Korean corn dog because I don't remember anything about it. Grilled cheese, sure. Man, I want the 2 XP, but the not tag is a hassle. Alright, here we go.
Oh, it's so exciting to be working with you in your cart. What do I need to know?
Wow, terrible.
Okay, first things first, just make sure not to hit your...
My head.
That.
Ow.
Is your head okay?
It's fine. You were saying?
Maybe if you take the orders and deal with the money, then I can just focus on cooking.
Deal. I'll just stay over here then.
Good idea.
The not tag's terrible. Avocado's gonna hurt too. Not previous. Not previous. Ah! Wow! It said not that direction, so I immediately hit that direction. Terrible.
Order up.
Still no, not any yet. Yeah, just can't press a button, just sit there and like stare at it for long enough to eventually move on. Really? I didn't hold it long enough? Okay. Not previous. Not previous.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Took it on the chin, like a man. Those early years,
Yeah, grilled cheese is a lot of mashing.
I couldn't stop
Not previous.
Woohoo!
Because, like, it's a lot of any's and, like, any's and previous's, which is pretty easy to put together. Same thing with poutine. Like, it's a lot of any's.
Oh, that looks so
Oh, that middle
good.
one that I no longer remember. I looked at the name and now I immediately forgot what was in it.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Piece of cake.
I'm definitely losing out on combos. I'm making a lot of mistakes here. I mashed instead of
She shoots,
holding it.
She scores.
There goes the combo again. Someday I'll get a full combo.
A feast
Crab.
for the eyes. And I'm not just talking about the food.
Oh, Bree. Level 2. I guess, like, this is counting down against this. This still doesn't make sense. And I still wish it, like, after it finished counting down, it showed you the totals of what you got. It counted up the yellows and down the white. Yeah, okay. So counting this up and then counting this down. And then when this hits whatever threshold is necessary here to level up, it resets this to 0 and this to however many tokens you still need. That's really not clear from the way it's laid out. Because I know I got more than 2 XP tokens. I think I got 4 this shift. You keep looking over thinking your name is called... Yeah, the, keep playing at a location to unlock harder and harder difficulties. Reach level 10 in a location to earn a location sticker. And keep completing days across the city to progress the story. Reach level 20 to earn the prestigious holographic sticker for experienced chefs only. Our beautiful apartment. Not only is it a convenient place to cook, but I know for a fact that people who live here have exceptional taste. So, am I incentivized to move on for story reasons? Or am I incentivized to stay in a given location for sticker reasons? Level N takes N XP, maybe. That's believable.
How you doing, Hoss?
Not too shabby.
What am I doing? Donuts were good. Keep working on grilled cheese. Those tea sandwiches going. Eggs Benny were pretty good. Elephant ears. Not taking hot dogs because I hate pickles. Mac and cheese? Sure.
Ciao.
I'm so tired of defending.
Multiple button presses are more random. What does that mean? Oh, so instead of always being like 1, 2, 2, it'll randomize the number of buttons that you need to press, or give you more question marks.
Now I got a mantra on repeat. It gets me up and on my feet. Now I got a mantra on
Oh, that smells amazing.
my feet. I'm happy with the way I look. Happy with the way I dance. Happy with fatherhood. Happy with our strange romance.
Good job, Nori. Yay!
Happy with the way I sing. Happy with the way I move. Happy with the way we dream. Everything in gratitude. I spend so much time sitting on the shelf. And now I feel
I love watching you work.
that I'm happy. Happy with myself.
It also looks like level plays into the difficulty of the ingredient cards. So, higher level on a location means that you start with more upgraded ingredients. Damn it.
Keep at it.
Oh, I had so much combo and I lost it all.
Bon appetit!
Look at you.
I keep missing the holds. I keep not holding for long enough. Feels like Friday. Chill out and relax. No changes for this shift. Cute. Bread is consistent. Not previous. Except when you get knots thrown in. Then bread is not consistent.
Perfect.
Oh, the knots really change things, like a lot. Damn it, I did it again!
Cute and accomplished.
I just saw all of the Ennies and just started pressing buttons. Okay. I think I had 4 tokens that day. So that gave me 2 XP to 3, and then 2 XP to or maybe it just jumped straight to 4? I'm still not exactly clear what's happening here. I think they're going to need to punch up that UI. Like, it needs to be more obvious what's happening, and it's really not obvious what's happening there. Rainbow Park is unlocked, I guess. The old amusement park is full of hungry families that need a quick bite on the go. Cool. So I could keep playing at the old location, and it'll be harder. Oh, so that's my incentive to move on, is I'm not starting with the same upgraded ingredients. But maybe there's also, like, new story things at the new locations? So that's worth maybe going to? It's probably new story stuff.
Hey, Baz, how have you been?
Pretty flat out. You?
Same.
Okay, that's not any different. I'm pretty much picking foods at random because I still don't have a good sense of what goes into any given food. That's something that I'd like to see change. Something to give you a sense of something to make it more obvious how the foods are different. Because right now it's really easy to focus on just the buttons you're pressing without even knowing what ingredients are going in, let alone what foods those ingredients are for.
Don't work too hard.
We won't.
We won't. Brie won't.
Okay, elephant in the room. What's with all the robots?
They're delivery robots. Helianthans aren't big on waiting in lines, so most people use delivery apps.
That robot just delivered food to a guy right over there. How lazy are these people?
Hey, it works for us. Delivery bots make people comfortable ordering food at odd times. Weddings, funerals, you name it. The trick is being at the right place at the right time for people to notice us.
You've got this.
Hold, hold, hold for gravy. Peas? Crab? What's going into this poutine? Cinnamon.
Enjoy.
Chocolate sauce. That was it? That's bread and a dusting of chocolate sauce. Yeah, okay.
Hunger cured.
More upgrades. Ah. No full combo today. One of these days I should try getting a full combo. It seems like it would be helpful.
I'm on a roll.
All of these robots are really fabulous, though.
I love watching you work.
Long holds on crab.
Delicious.
What does combo affect? That's a very good question.
Another great day
Oh,
in
that's a long one.
Helianthus.
Parsley sumac. What dish was that? I wish I had known what dish that was. Maybe shift bonus is affected by combo? Unclear? Unclear. There's not a lot of clarity as to the mechanics of whatever's going on here. So, that was a new background, but it didn't seem to affect, like, the story lines much. Like, I feel like we would have had the same, you know, thing about the robots at any of the locations.
What's cooking?
What's cooking? Poutine's starting to throw me off. Keeps having peas and crab in it.
Until next time.
Thanks, Baz.
You're a natural.
Strawberry is a hell of an ingredient.
About this world.
going so well.
Not just the lines, but everything in between.
Like a straw donut. Yeah, it sounds delicious, doesn't it? There's always the problem with this game.
Delicious.
With all of the Cook Serve Delicious games. It's like, if you come in hungry, you are gonna be in for a bad time. Lobster, heck yeah. Lobster and jalapeno. A lot of mashing for broccoli.
And the crowd goes wild.
So many good donuts. Oh, that's very cool. Apple donut.
Oh, that looks so good.
I don't even know what was on that donut, but I believe you.
Yes.
Ooh, broccoli is a hell of an ingredient. You gotta hit a lot of buttons for that. Glaze, not so much. No, no, no. How did I forget to hold the button?
Another happy customer.
More mistakes. Terrible news. No perfect day today.
Hollandaise.
It's a mac and cheese! You can't yell hollandaise when you're making mac and cheese! What is wrong with you, Nori?
I could get used to this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any particular reason to go to other locations. So maybe I'll just keep leveling up with the previous location. Bree thinks the old canals would be a relaxing place to cook. She might be onto something. Or maybe there's like a reason to go cook at least once in every new location. What if I never go to a new location? What if we just max Eclair Courtyard?
Right on time.
Chicken sandwich was, I remember chicken being a little rough. Let's go for the Portobello burger. I want to find out what's in that. And play with hot dogs, even though I hate pickles.
Ladies.
Oh, right, yes, of course.
Crispy.
Starting off with the high-level ingredients. It's rough.
Hey, that's fantastic.
Delicious.
I'm starting to get a sense of how ingredients change as they level up. Like 1-star ingredient versus 2-star the same ingredient.
You're a natural.
That's all very interesting. Like, I just wish it was more... I wish it was more obvious, because it's just so easy to tunnel focus. It's so easy to not look at anything but the DDR part. And not realize even what ingredient you're putting in.
Enjoy.
Today is a good day.
Hog in a quilt. No pain, no grain.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
You think?
This is starting to come together. Yeah, okay, so I got a really high combo that time, and I feel like I got a bunch of extra tokens on shift bonus. Compared to how much I would usually get. But, again, I'm not sure! Because all I see is zeros at the end! It's really hard to tell what actually happened. This is actually something that they did really well with CSD3, was have it like count down and show you what it's doing as it's like totaling up everything, but then reset kind of the view so that you could see what the totals were before it started counting down, so that you could see like how much changed, how much you got, all of that stuff. So they need to do a little bit of UI work for this game. The canals are new. Yeah, but a clear courtyard.
And right on time.
I wonder if I'm not going to get like unique story stuff if I just stay here. That might be the case. Shawarma. I don't even know how to make decisions here. Sure, fettuccine, get in there.
Thanks, ladies.
Upgrade 3 ingredients. Start the order timer at delicious.
Hey,
I don't even know what that means.
Sorry. You're right.
What
Did you see the...
Again.
This is just embarrassing.
You go.
I said, did you see the bird?
Which bird?
Well, it's gone now. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. This is such a disaster.
Ooh! Mystery next order, or next action in the ingredient. That's fascinating.
I'm so hungry.
That's bread, yep. Muffin is, in fact, a bread.
Today is a good day.
Exactly, Molly, exactly. That's mean. Broccoli's still very straightforward. It's just a lot of button presses. Woof. Yeah, that might be true, Garrett.
Another happy
I mean, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Oh, I held that. Probably. I probably held that. I suppose I could be wrong.
Perfect.
Damn it!
What does Rhubarb say?
Be no less than the best.
Uncanny.
It's always the small holds that I don't hold long enough for. Level 7 now? Am I gonna unlock a new location? Nope, I'm not gonna get the new location unlocks, I think, until I play the canals. Which is weird, because I got Rainbow Park before playing at Eclair Apartments. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this till at least level 10, and then if I have to move on, I'll move on.
Ah, you two.
Hey, Baz.
Well, nothing unique happening there. Sure. Bread. More bread. That is a bread kind of input. Pickles, though. Pickles on the Korean corn dog, huh?
Enjoy! Another happy customer.
All twos. What a deal. I think I would much rather have upgrades than knots and more random button presses. But I get my pick of the twos, so that's cool.
Look at me go. Enjoy.
Breads! All of the breads have the same kind of inputs. It's interesting.
Yes.
Upgraded pickles are a problem. Regular pickles are fine, because it's still just mashing. Like, it gives you an initial direction, and then you could just press that direction for the rest of the thing. If once you get upgraded, it starts being like down, then left, and then it's any, and then it's previous, but I keep wanting to go down, left, because of the pattern. Well, the ingredients are associated with the dish, right? So a given food will have a set of ingredients associated with it, or a given recipe card for a food will have a set of ingredients associated with it. And each ingredient has a pattern that you use, rather than it being a single keybind to add that ingredient and knowing which ingredients you have to add. Instead, you are presented with the ingredient you have to add, and you're given a set of keys to follow in order to add that ingredient. So, if you get a sense of which ingredients... Yeah, you don't get the chance to mess up adding the wrong ingredients, but you can mess up an individual ingredient. So the difficulty is different. And This is the same thing that I've been harping on the entire time I've been playing this. It's harder to associate a given set of inputs or a given style of inputs with a dish. So I don't know what decisions I am making when I am making decisions, because I don't have that association with like these sets of inputs go with these sets of dishes. Partially because I'm not directly seeing like I have to add this ingredient, so I have to press these buttons and that works with this dish. And partly because since I'm not making those decisions, it's easier to focus on just the inputs, so I don't even see necessarily the ingredient, let alone the dish the ingredient is being added to. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there. Maybe the critiques will reach the right ears if part of a glowing review on Steam. Maybe. I should leave a positive review. I'm sad that it's getting so many negative reviews. But it also feels like a lot of other people are going to have these same inputs. I'm sure I don't need to be the person who comes in and says this stuff. Pattern recognition versus reading comprehension, sorta. Kinda. My reviews are the best. I mean, thank you. Like, I'm slowly getting it, right? But I still don't have a good sense of, even if I'm starting to get a sense of which ingredients have which patterns, it's still very difficult for me to attach those ingredients to specific dishes. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. It's just different enough that it's throwing people who are expecting CSD4. That was close.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. You think?
Stuff is coming together, though. That was a perfect day. Where is my perfect day kick? Where is my jingle? I need to be rewarded for getting a full combo. Community garden. Okay, so new locations are being unlocked, and my first job, I've been invited to cook at a local community garden using ingredients straight from the garden. But also, like, I don't seem to be incentivized in any way to go to the new locations. So I kind of like the idea of sticking to a place until I max it out.
Hey,
because,
I know this isn't my place.
Oh, Reed.
Give yourself a break.
Baz has some stuff to say, huh?
Thank you. She doesn't even realize how tired she is.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
I can literally see sleep forming in your eyes.
Wow, what a mood. What a mood. Ah. Yeah, like, I can make decisions here, but none of this... I don't feel like I understand what decisions I'm making here. The color blends into the cutting board? Yeah. Parsley sumac on
Too
shawarma
cheesy.
is a real hard one. Beef. Tomatoes is easy.
Oh, this is going so well.
But then again, I still have tomatoes at 1.
You've got this.
There is a notable difference between how easy the level 1 versions of an ingredient is and the relative difficulty of the 2s and 3s.
Yes!
Previous. Oh, geez. Oh, that took me a second. Oh, previous! Damn it!
Yes!
My combo! It's a little hard because sometimes previous looks like a left, so I'm just hitting left.
I love watching you work.
Sauces apparently have like a general easy way to like particular pattern. Like breads have a pattern, pastas have a pattern, sauces have a pattern. Whoa, shrimp. I think seafoods? Like crab also had that kind of pattern. See this, and then previous, and I want to hit left again to match the pattern.
Wow, that was incredible.
Couldn't have done it without ya.
You could see like up left followed by a not previous, sure. I got a 10 and an achievement. Oh, this is something I need to pay attention to immediately. Not immediately, no. Okay. So what does this do for me? I get a sticker, right? Where is my sticker? I was promised stickers! Oh, is that the sticker? Is this a sticker? They really need to do an animation showing it get stuck on. Like, I almost missed that this was here.
Oh,
I'll keep at it.
hot enough for you?
It's a warm one.
It's a warm one. What was I doing that had seafood in it? I think I want to avoid that too. All right, a list of things to avoid has continued to increase.
Well, thanks heaps.
That's not how you spell heaps. Subtitles, please. You almost wrote Rob Zombie. Yes, that would be a very different song. trying to imagine Smooth to the tune of Dragula.
I'm so hungry.
Upgrade more ingredients. Yes, absolutely. Upgrade them all. Sour cream. I tapped instead of holding. That happens so often. Why that problem specifically, I don't know.
Delicious. Today is a good day.
They do a good job with the UI of the ingredient itself. Like, I'm not talking about knowing what ingredient you're doing, but just like the mechanics of putting in the things. Like, that feels really good. I'm not super sure about like the sound effects and stuff, but the visuals of it is really good. The way the card flashes and it moves from one direction, like one piece of it to the next piece of it, like it is I don't know how noticeable it is, but it is very much appreciated. It was 2.
Enjoy.
I pressed too many times. The question mark.
Nori, it's really nice seeing you in your element.
Wow, even 3-star hollandaise is not that bad.
Great job, Chef Nori.
Thank you, Assistant.
I am definitely finding myself inputting lower level versions of the ingredients with the patterns that are required from the higher level versions of the ingredients. Like, I am starting to pattern match that noodles will take down, up, and left, and then hold left. So when I see down, any double combination, hold any, I am doing that in that, like, specific pattern instead of just picking whichever keys. Yeah, it turns out CSF is in early access. Overall, I like what they're doing. Yeah, I seem to have been panned really, really hard on the Steam reviews because a lot of people were expecting CSD4, and the mechanics are different. I don't think they're worse, but they are different. I agree that they are different. Shrine of Rhubarb. Starship Trooper game? Oh no. That seems very surprising to me, that a video game made out of the Starship Troopers IP would be any good. Did not expect it to be good, but it's literally just survived Bug Assault Sim. I mean, I have played some use map settings games in StarCraft, so I understand the appeal. Do I just keep going in the Eclair Courtyard? There's gotta be a reason to go out to new areas, right? There's gotta be a reason. think we'll do like at least one game in each of the new areas and then go back. I didn't actually look at the demo at all, Iron Furs. I wonder if a bunch of people were leaving reviews on the EA page based on the demo. Use map settings were the best wacky scenario games. They really were. Because, like, based off of my, you know, first hour whatever of gameplay, demos literally just do like 20 orders in a row. That's pretty miserable, actually. I don't think that's a good demo. That might be a bad demo.
How you going?
This is still the hard part. This is still trying to figure out how to make this stuff meaningful, and I don't know the answer yet. I'll keep on picking the things I've been picking, I guess.
Have a good one.
Yeah, the graphics are pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with the art style and everything. Very much like they felt like they needed a demo or were prompted to put out a demo for whatever Steam Festival. Oh, yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. Previous. Remember how previous works.
Oh, that looks so good.
I will say, as a fan of the of the Cook Serve Delicious 3 soundtrack, I am having a good time here.
Hot diggity dog!
It's pretty miserable. My combo! Once again, forgetting how to hold buttons.
I love watching you work.
Good job, Nori! Yay!
Visuals do look really cool. They're not a thing you could really appreciate while playing the demo because focused on the inputs. That's the problem I'm having with this game, honestly, is it feels like there is information that I could be taking in, and I don't know how to take it in and attach it to what I'm doing because I'm too focused on the inputs. And I feel like the game would be better if I was capable of internalizing that other information that is being presented to me.
I'm on a roll!
The game doesn't have enough email.
I'm so hungry.
A fair criticism. It's too bad not all CSD games are CSD2, huh? Nope, that was a left. It's straight up pressing the wrong button.
Listen to me. You're a really great chef.
Thanks, Bree.
Alright, that is time spent at a new location without much to show for it. But I will play each location once before going back to the apartments. Side quests. Take jobs and meet new people in Helianthus. Some side quests will disable the order timer and let you cook at a relaxed pace. There's a timer? I guess the, like, bad, good, great meter on the right is a timer? Okay, that checks out. Sure, I'm willing to believe that's a timer. Yeah. As I complete ingredients, it goes back up, and otherwise is ticking down. Sure. I think it called that out in the beginning. It mentioned that as a mechanic. Like, if you don't put in ingredients fast enough, the game will just be end. But that seems impossible, to be honest. Like, I don't know how you could not complete ingredients fast enough to keep the timer up. I really don't. Once complete, the location will be permanently available to cook in. That's cool.
Good morning, Nori.
Okay, this is definitely location unique.
You in our sleepy little corner of the city.
Juniper,
Thanks for
sure.
inviting me. I don't usually get to cook with ingredients straight from a garden.
We're very excited to see what you can make for our community. Just remember not to eat any of it yourself.
Wait, why?
As it said in the letter, this is more than just food to us. It's what gets many of our residents through rough days. Tranquilitas.
Tranquilitas.
It's a cult! I'm cooking for a garden-based cult! That's fascinating. How many drugs? That's a very good question. Yeah, what is in this kale? Oh, I don't get to choose my things.
Not going to try anything from the garden?
Of course not. I gave my word.
Well, right. You did.
Tranquilitas.
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 Bree, I'm serious. Don't eat anything.
Oh my god.
Fine, I won't eat anything. Yet.
Oh,
this
I'm
food
just
looks
supposed to
so
start.
good. Oh, look at that tomato.
Just supposed to start.
Too late. It's mine. Oh, wow. That is good. You want a bite?
Bree! No!
Oh, relax. Juniper won't find out.
Didn't you read the letter? Dr. Juniper said everything in the garden is laced with sedatives.
What?
This is a mental health facility. They use the garden to treat the residents with extreme
Tranquilitas.
Oh, that would have been really good to know.
Why didn't you read the letter?
There were drugs after all, right?
Bree? Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm great. Why?
You keep touching your face in that weird way.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Maybe you should let me handle the dinner shift.
Oh, relax. Oh, you're so stressed all the time. Life's good. Just be good with life.
I
God.
definitely don't trust you near the appliances.
Like, don't even worry about the coup de jour. Don't even try. Just, like, have fun with it. I want to feel your face.
Ow, Bree, stop! Not now.
Later.
Thank you so much for coming today. I could tell the residents appreciated it.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
I get it now. Residents.
Is she all right? She's falling asleep while standing.
I'm sorry to say she ate one of your tomatoes. Is she going to be okay?
Yes, she'll be fine. A good night's sleep should set her straight. But unfortunately, there's no cure for refusing to follow instructions.
Right. Well, I'd better get her home. Tranquilitas.
Yes, tranquilitas.
And then the thing just ended. Like, that was... Okay, that's fascinating, A of all. B of all, there wasn't an ending screen. It was just, just do what you want. Have fun with it. And then it just ends at some point. And that's cool. There wasn't a combo meter, there was nothing. There was just the food. I was expecting the rest of the UI to pop in after the cutscene was over, and the cutscene ended, and then there was still no more UI. It was just the food. Fascinating. Kinda wanna go back there.
And right on time.
Oh, now I can just... Now it's a regular place. Now that the quest associated with it is over, I suppose.
Thanks, ladies.
Can choose whatever I want to make there, instead of making tranquilitas. Which is like a margarita, but with tranquilizer in it.
Jumping in the backseat with my friends. This could be the night where it all begins. Driving downtown in my old Chevette.
Keep at it.
You can make fun of it. 'Cause I finally feel free.
I am
Okay,
killing
so I can't get the the fascinating garden experience again. Too bad. Wow, strawberries.
I'm so hungry.
I'm on a roll.
No! Pickles! Pickles! Down, left, down, previous. Not down, left, down, left. Every time they get me with that. Every time. Falling apart because of these stupid pickles. Down previous. Down down. Down left down down. Pickles.
Nori, it's really nice seeing you in your element. Do you think they'll care if I take a bite?
Why does Bree constantly want to eat everybody else's food? Like, I like Bree, but she is a problem. Down, down!
Nori,
Pickles.
amazing. You should be really proud of yourself.
Aw, shucks.
Alright. I understand. Beginning to understand. It's starting to come together. Seems like they made some large changes in this game. From the demo or from CSD? Because it is very much a different game from CSD.
How you going?
Which seems to be part of the problem. I mean, I'm having fun with it. But I understand, like, if you were coming in and expecting CSD4, it really isn't that. The mechanics are similar in some ways, but yes, drastically different enough that it's kind of jarring if you were hoping for, you know, what CSD3 did to CSD2, that kind of change. Fettuccine. You want to make a CSD-like that takes out the stuff you don't like? Sure.
Have a good
It
one.
seems like a valid way to make a game. I guarantee you, somebody is going to come out here, they're going to play this game, and they're going to be like, this isn't the CSD sequel I wanted, I'm going to make my own game. That is the CSD sequel I wanted.
Did you hear about the bad smell coming from the sausage factory?
Really?
What? No.
It was the worst.
Ugh.
The Chef Rhubarb
worst.
show was selected for preservation in the National Archive for being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant.
Oh, thanks, guide.
There is no greater pursuit in life than that of excellence. When one achieves it, everyone benefits. There is no greater pursuit in life than that of
That joke was pretty bad.
excellence. When one achieves it, everyone benefits.
Ooh. Cheeses.
The Chef Rhubarb show is
Yes,
currently
any means
syndicated
press any of the
in every
4
country
keys that it is asking you to choose from.
around the world.
So different ingredients have different difficulty levels? Or rather, a given ingredient has multiple difficulty levels, as depicted by the star ranking for that ingredient. Prep for a TTS stream? Oh, cool. Well, have a good time, and thanks for coming by. At the lowest level, you see a lot of any's. You see a lot of, like, freeform, follow this pattern with whatever key you deem fit. At the higher difficulties, it's more specific. And also more, like, modifiers on the
Now
keys.
this is living.
Alright, back to leveling up Eclair Courtyard.
See you later.
I'm wondering if, like, yeah, I'm waiting for more foods, I think, and more obvious differences between the locations. Because right now, all of the locations feel interchangeable, except for whatever one story event is going to happen at that location.
Tired of pretending to be somebody else. I got so tired of looking in the mirror and not liking what I saw there. I knew that something had to change. I had to get out of my head and the game.
Oh, I could eat 1,000 of those.
It gets me up and on my feet.
What's the question mark modifier? It means that you don't know how many times you have to push that button.
Hollandaise!
So you have to be careful and not push too many times.
Look at you go.
But also, any given ingredient has patterns, so if you are familiar with a pattern, you'll know what a question mark is. Doesn't matter how fast you go. The thing on the right is a timer. It slowly ticks down. And then as you complete ingredients, it ticks back up. Ah! Forgot the pattern for jalapenos. Or just wasn't paying enough attention.
Today is a good day.
It does seem like the question marks are consistent on a given ingredient card. So like if you see a given ingredient card with a question mark, it'll be the same time, then it'll be the same number the next time that ingredient pops up on that difficulty, or the next time that ingredient pops up in that day at least.
Yes!
Fettuccine has seafood in it. Noted. Almost got me. Wow.
Great job.
Keys need a lot from you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Assistant Bree.
it is different from CSD for sure. I think it probably works out a lot better on console than CSD did. I think this is probably a much better system for like Switch or PS4 or PS5 or whatever. My one complaint about the system is it is harder to get a sense of how individual foods work. Like, I have already been playing this game for about 2 hours, and I am barely piecing together correlations with ingredients and patterns. A given ingredient will always have the same kind of pattern. It seems like a given type of ingredient will always have the same kind of pattern. Like, breads will always be down, up, previous. Like, down, press, up, hold, and then previous. So, like, panko and batter are also the same kind of bready pattern. It seems like all of those different seafoods have the same kind of pattern, which is button, hold a button twice, button, hold a button twice. Crab has that pattern. Shrimp has that pattern. I think all the seafoods have that pattern. So, like, I'm starting to piece this information together, but I still haven't internalized how that's associated with the foods. So once I choose a food, my belief is a given food has a set of recipe cards that can be used for it, much like in CSD, and then each recipe card will give you a set of ingredients in order that you have to fulfill. And while I am able to connect the patterns that I'm inputting to the ingredients that I'm putting onto the dish, after a fair amount of staring at them, like, again, after 2 hours of gameplay, I'm starting to make those connections. That still hasn't extended to the point of associating ingredients with dishes, which is the part that matters when you are making decisions about what dishes to include on your day. So, like, I still don't know what decisions I am making for the one thing that I am making decisions for. Like, I still don't know how that correlates with ingredients that I am happy to play with and ingredients that I'm less happy to play with. So, that is a thing that I would like to be better at, and or maybe the game needs to be better at making me correlate those two things. Because it's really, really easy to tunnel focus on inputs and then not take in any other information from what's going on around you, and thus you have nothing to correlate the inputs with. Nothing new yet? I guess it'll tell me when the next thing unlocks. Alright, we'll keep leveling up Eclair Courtyard.
Oh, hot enough for you?
It's a warm one.
I have discovered I don't like pickles. That's the information I have. So I am choosing to avoid dishes that have pickles in them. And that's like as much agency as I am able to exert here.
Well, thanks heaps.
It's still not how you spell heaps. That's a bread. Oh.
Enjoy.
Mm-mm.
I feel like meats also follow a similar pattern. Like a down, 4 rights, and then a right. Do the different locations have different selection of dishes? Not to my knowledge.
Hunger cured.
I have yet to see any actual difference between the locations other than a possible initial story event.
Oh, that smells amazing.
But maybe that is also something that will change as more stuff is added to the game.
I'm making myself hungry. Oof.
There's more than 12 things. That list is somewhat randomized. Like, it is not the same list of 12 things on any given day. But the way that changes does not appear to be related to the event. To the location, rather. Once again, that is mac and cheese. You can't just yell hollandaise when there's no hollandaise sauce in your dish, Nori. Pickles. Almost got me. They almost got me. Alright, you just made Eggs Benedict. Now you can yell hollandaise. But I've noticed that you have decided not to. For whatever reason.
That's tasty. Stop being so talented. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Never.
The two main characters are cute, though. I am on board with Nori and Bree. Green Tech Power Plant. Word on the street is the power plant is actually a pretty popular hangout spot. Maybe I could be the first one to serve food there? This is looking a lot less apocalyptic than the previous CSD storylines. I wonder if the world of Cook Serve Forever is not actually the same world as Cook Serve Delicious.
And right on time.
They're rebuilding? Oh, maybe. Oh, we've done it. We've got there.
Thanks, ladies.
Maybe this is in Europe? I don't think so. Nori and Brie are definitely American. Amazing. Parsley sumac is a problem. I don't know why I keep picking shawarma. Parsley sumac is a problem.
Easy as pie.
Yeah, I think rebuilding is more likely.
Do you think they'll care if I take a bite?
Yes, Brie. I think they'll care if you eat their food. Damn it. My combo! It's always the holds that get me. Whoops.
Hollandaise!
Bree started doing it too! Everybody's just yelling hollandaise at the wrong foods. The meaning of the food was lost in the food wars. Yeah, that's believable.
Order up. I could get used to this.
Yeah, pretty easy. And that is just another pretty generic location. No real value for going there. We didn't get like a story event or anything. And it doesn't seem to be any different from any other location. So I'm going to go back to playing at the location that I've already leveled up.
Nori?
Baz? Brie?
Brie is absolutely comedic relief.
Thanks, Baz.
Thought she was going to say thanks, Brie.
I always knew you were a good chef, but watching you here is really something. I've got to be good if I'm going to get 3 stars in the Couteau d'Or. Yeah, I mean, even 1 star would be genuinely life-changing. 1 star, 1 star. I'm going for 3, just like Chef Rhubarb.
Right, but she's literally the only chef in history to get 3 stars.
The only chef so far.
You're ambitious, Noritaga. Give you that.
Yeah, okay. Right, bread. I know what that pattern is.
If you make me one of these, I'll love you forever.
How do you not already love me forever? Start the order timer at average the next shift. How rude. Okay. It's all right. We got there. Sharpshooter. Upgrade 4 random ingredients. Heck yeah. The mystery button appears more often. No, I'll just upgrade things. That's fine. It was difficult to put together for some reason.
If you make me one of these, I'll love you forever.
Bree's really into her grilled cheese sandwiches, I guess. I get it.
Oh, that looks so good.
Not a bad way to
Have I ever made a grilled cheese with brie? I don't like brie. There's a lot of cheeses I don't like. I'm given to understand that means I am deficient as a human somehow. But... unlucky. Maybe. Waiting for a new thing. I want to see a new thing. I feel like gameplay is really samey because I don't have a good sense of how my decisions affect the game. Like how my decisions affect which dishes go into or which ingredients pop up. Which is not how I felt about Cook Serve Delicious, interestingly enough. Like, even picking the same dishes, I didn't feel like gameplay was samey. I wonder if that's because, like, the franticness of getting to dishes, like juggling which dish you're working with at a given point, was affecting how the gameplay felt, and that's kind of gone in this. Or maybe they just haven't put in the necessary work to differentiate dishes as much as they need to be differentiated so far. No.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a whole day. Maybe I'll just pick dishes at random and see how that affects things. You've missed so much lore. They're actually, I mean, this game seems to be pretty story-driven, Formal. Gating the interesting parts too much, like what CSD1 does. Oh, maybe. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of that stuff is going to be in the game and isn't yet hyphenated. Like, I know they've put in a lot of focus on the story and, like, the voice acting and the cutscenes and all of that. So, it's really not done. It's extremely not done. Like, it's in early access because it's not done. Yeah, the world building doesn't seem quite as crazy in this, Formal. Thank you, Formal. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I am much happier without the 1,000,000 extra pounds of hair. But I know like Chubbigans posted a thing about what's gonna be coming up with early access, and at least one of the things that is changing is the addition of more recipes and like I think he said something about differentiating locations, maybe. I don't know. I definitely need some additional work with the locations. Like, locations need to feel different if they don't. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Good on you.
5-minute break? Sure, we'll start with 5. I'd rather have the upgrades, though. It's a shame I can't pick a thing that's upgrades, because I want the ingredients to be upgraded more than I want the XP tokens. Is that true? Maybe you want the XP tokens more than I want the ingredients to be upgraded. Wow. It would maybe be a good idea to start off by getting correct buttons, though. That seems like a good idea. Can you expend XP tokens to upgrade ingredients? XP tokens appear to be for increasing the level of the location. Not that I have a good sense of what that means. This is some really meaty sound effects for doing a thing on a specific ingredient without knowing what ingredient is coming in. Like, it's... Each ingredient feels... Yeah, I think this is part of the same tunnel focus, like, disconnection thing. I see an ingredient card, and I'm going through the motions on that ingredient card, but I don't feel super connected to the ingredient. So, like, I start hearing, like, the meaty chicken thwacks from, like, chicken tenderizing, or the thunk from putting it on the grill in CSD3, and it throws me, because I'm not expecting to hear those sounds, when on a previous ingredient card I wasn't hearing those sounds. Yeah, it's just, I think this is the one big problem that I am having with this game so far, is the disconnection between what I am doing and how that plays into the food that is being created. It's really interesting. Because, like, I'm just comparing, you know, different dishes and their ingredients in CSD3 to the experience here in Cook Serve Forever. And, like, you know, if you have a dish like, not just the chicken dish, but like a chicken sandwich, right? You know, there's a different sound effect between putting the bun down and putting the chicken down and putting the tomatoes down. But that means that every ingredient, every section completion on an ingredient is playing the sound effect for that ingredient. And for whatever reason, the, like, meaty sound effects are really jarring and feel unexpected. In a way that they didn't in CSD. Oh, that's interesting. 5 on pineapple.
I'm on a roll.
Oh, the same dish.
I'm so hungry.
Do I have opinions on the lack of Nunions? Well, I don't need the mnemonics anymore, right? Like, I don't need to know what's associated with an ingredient. That ingredient will just give me the instructions, and I have to follow the instructions. Do I miss it? I think it was good stream content, but no, I don't think I missed the memory game of it. The meaty chicken thwacks, man, I'm not expecting them. Really? I didn't hold it for long enough. Right, yes, previous.
A feast for the eyes. And I'm not just talking about the food.
No.
The characters are cute, though. The voicing is really good. The basic structure of CSD1, but the ingredients are carefully chosen so that the levers don't overlap, instead of gleefully chosen to overlap. Some additional complexity within recipes, kind of like what's in this game. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think the most satisfying dishes in the CSD series were the ones where there wasn't that overlap, and you could just freely be like, yes, I know how to do each ingredient, and when the ingredient pops up, I can put that down and move really fast, and that felt really good. But also, like, piecing together, you know, stuff like ballpark burgers, I think, was one of the more satisfying dishes in CSD3. Because it's all one page and there's no overlap on ingredients. And, you know, like, and there's a variety of different dishes that it's going to make. But it's all like the same pattern. The minigame of optimizing your keybinds is kind of interesting, but not really that interesting. Yeah, that's fair. Like, that doesn't need to be part of the game. But it ended up being helpful because of how CSD does its keybinds, right? Like, it's a thing that you wanted to be able to do. I don't think it was interesting in and of itself, but it absolutely helped with getting the most out of the dishes in CSD. So if you build the game so it doesn't need that, like, that's fine. But also, like, if you think about console, people playing console ended up not associating, the holds are a little weird. The holds are a little weird. I agree. Like, console is universal, right? It's position-based keybinds for everything. So you ended up associating ingredients in foods not with a given key press, but with a given location on the recipe, the ingredients list. Can't even imagine playing it on the console. Yeah, I agree. It's not the way I want to play it. But it means that there is a different set of associations there, right? Like, you can get the console experience by just turning on universal keybinds and have everything be QWER ASDF. there's certainly not holding stations in this game. No. Like, the food management is really straightforward, and I feel like the game is actually missing something in that respect. Like, the prep stations and holding stations and stuff added, I think, a lot to CSD. And you hate holding stations? Really? Okay, that's fine. But like, you know, I've been playing this game for about 2.5 hours, and I am already kind of feeling like gameplay is a little samey, and I feel like part of that is the lack of the same thing that I have been harping on for literally all of this stream, which is the lack of association of ingredients with dishes in my head. Because it's so difficult to parse the information that's coming in, you're just kind of tunnel focused on the inputs. So I still don't have a good sense of which dishes have which ingredients and what decisions I am making when I'm choosing dishes. So, like, I feel like my decisions when I'm making decisions don't matter, and I'm just responding to inputs. Which is not how I felt in CSD. Ever. Not how I ever felt in CSD.
Here we are, the Petal County Courthouse.
Wow, I wonder what's going on inside.
Oh, just imagine all the justice being dished out in there right now. You think there's any murder cases
All
going
the
on?
justice.
I mean, Helianthus is a pretty safe place, but yes, absolutely.
So is this like a special mission? I don't get to choose what's going into my dish? Doesn't seem like they're going to let me make decisions here, which I'm on board with. Given that I don't feel like my decisions matter, not letting me make decisions seems fine.
I was thinking, you know all the heinous criminals in there?
Like the dentist on trial for replacing gold teeth with fool's gold?
Nice, yeah. But did you think about the fact that we're feeding them?
We are?
There's a solid chance the dish you're working on right now is going into the mouth of a psychotic monster.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, did I make it not fun?
That is so cool! I wonder who this next one is for. Oh, maybe a woman who stole her twin sister's identity.
But which one is on trial?
Okay. So this is like the garden where
This one's for the famed Alabama arson, responsible for numerous fires throughout the state, each one more blazing than the last.
Wow,
It was the
Nori.
perfect crime. He'd set a small fire, wait for the fire department to respond, then set the whole firehouse ablaze while nobody was around.
When he'd have gotten away with it if it weren't for the Huntsville Hydro Head, known for his insatiable desire to see everything underwater.
Oh, if only he'd stayed out of Huntsville.
Of all the rotten luck.
You know, I hear they're dating now.
Oh, they complete each other.
Wait, why are they being tried in Helianthus?
Well, all the courthouses in Alabama were turned to ash.
Oh, of course.
Oh, the lore in this game is pretty
All right,
deep.
The suspense is killing me. I need to know what kinds of people we're feeding. I'm looking it up.
Well, they're just people, Bree. Even if they're evil, soulless, high-profile criminals, they all started out as innocent kids like you and I.
Hang on. Is this the Petal County Courthouse?
Yeah, why?
It's a small claims court.
Small claims? Small claims?
We may want to scale back our fantasy customers' crimes. Like, this one is going to a landlord who didn't refund her tenant's deposit.
Oh, she was, just not good with money?
And the next one is going to a man who improperly repaired a dishwasher, leading to a water-damaged floor.
Please, just stop. I wish you hadn't told me.
They were a bad repairman all along.
Yep, and the cutscene ends, and so ends my cooking.
You know, when we got here, I thought this was going to be the place that I wanted to come every day, but knowing what goes on behind those doors, I don't know.
Forget it, Nori. It's small claims.
It's small claims. Look at the screen. The part of it that is used by the gameplay is terribly small. There's some informational stuff on the side but it hardly matters. Unlike CSD3, where info left to top really mattered and the focus gameplay occurred. Yes. Yeah. The part that I am paying attention to is, in fact, tiny. And there is useful information, but that information is not immediately useful. It is sort of meta useful, and thus is easy to miss and easy to not pay attention to. If I go back to the courthouse, is it the same thing? No, it's a regular location. The same as with the gardens.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
Not previous. Not previous.
Happy customer.
Not previous.
Enjoy.
Sir Calestalot. Like, there's like amusing recipe names for each of the various individual types of the same dish, and like, you never see it. It's off in the corner. Pickles. The pickles are back. That's alright. Not is here to save the day. Pickles won't feel like pickles with Not around.
I'm on a roll.
The art of food is easily tuned out. Yeah. Like, I'm just not paying attention to the center at all. There's like the little box right in the here. Right here. The little box right here. And that's really all I'm looking at. Like, I can barely find the attention to look at the ingredient name and the stars for that ingredient card. Not against the way things are cooked. Yeah, I mean, I think the gameplay is probably fine, but there needs to be a way to integrate the other elements of the game better. And I don't know what you change in order to make that happen, but... Cool if we were more than just a line cook, little variety. Yeah! I think that's what I miss is the extra management aspect from CSD. Like, not having that makes the ingredient filling part feel more samey, like I'm just doing the same thing each time.
If you make me one of these, I'll love you forever.
She says that every time I make a grilled cheese. Why don't I just make her a grilled cheese, honestly? Pickles! Every time with the pickles.
Oh man, that was so good!
With cold butter on top. I'm sure she loved it anyway, though.
Wow, you really pulled through.
Was there ever any doubt?
Ungrilled cheese. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we grilled that cheese at all. Just put the ingredients down. Pickles are delicious. You love pickles. You can have my pickles. I don't want them.
Hey, Baz, how have you been?
Pretty flat out. You?
Same.
What am I choosing here? Am I even choosing?
Don't work too hard.
We won't.
The startled disbelief in Bree's voice. Have no fear. No one here will work too hard. Upgrade 4 random ingredients. Nice. Good.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Ah! These holds. Something happened and everything is hard again.
Perfect.
Nuts are right and up.
You're a natural.
Most men can't perform when you're around. Amazing. My sympathies?
Delicious.
My sympathies, I think.
Look at you go.
Wow, only zeros and ones? Terrible.
I am killing this. Perfect.
I will say I'm very happy about the soundtrack, though.
So, Brie,
Like,
does
I am
watching
completely
me
on board
absolutely
with
Kill It make you love me more?
with the
No,
music.
But I love seeing you happy.
Like, I am a huge fan of everything that CSD3 was doing with the soundtrack, and this game feels like it is doing more of the same things, which is great. I'm very much on board. Man, the game does need ways for stuff to feel more unique. Like, it needs the dishes that you choose to feel more different from each other, or maybe just some way to better associate what you're doing with the decisions that you're making. And it needs some way for the locations to feel more unique. Just other stuff to differentiate, so it doesn't feel like you're doing the same thing every round. Which is kind of where I'm at. So I think I might be done with CSF for now. Like, I don't know that I want to play too much more of this. Especially if they're going to be adding recipes and stuff relatively soon in the early access lifecycle of this game. But we can change to something else. There are plenty of other games to play. You want to see the cool version of this game? yeah, that checks out, Formal. I want to see whatever the next thing is that this game evolves into as a result of the feedback that they're getting and the continuation of the dev lifecycle. Because the game is neat, but the game is not there yet.